Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to the legend of Bumbo. Man, I'm not getting the name right. Alright, so at the end of the last recording, I said I was going to just play off screen to try and defeat this chapter 3. And unless I'm horribly mistaken, I have now one more action and then I will win and defeat chapter 3 with Bumbo the Stout. This has taken me probably 4 or 5 hours of playing off screen. That would have been really repetitive. He really wasn't seeing a lot of new stuff. There definitely are some items, certainly I haven't shown off, and unlike the Binding of Isaac, there isn't really an unlike screen that shows you all the items, but there's considerably fewer items in this game than the next. One of the trinkets I have in the bottom I think would give me a full extra life, since it says 1 up if I were to die. It is worth pointing out tonight that I've realized the floors we're going through, the chapters, are actually in reverse order of the Binding of Isaac, where the basement is actually the first place you start in the Binding of Isaac. We are working our way upwards, vertically speaking, in the floors, where you work your way downwards for the most part in the Binding of Isaac, all the way down to the lowest depths. And it's only in the most latest DLC is there a point at that point where you sometimes rush all the way back up. Otherwise you never go up. You can see I have 12 coins, so I'm not going to get 45 coins on this. My stats are powered up to do extra damage. My luck was at 2. I definitely think the luck stat, which is increased to 2 based on the 4-leaf clover trinket in the lower right. And the rubber ball I think adds knockback, but that really hasn't been playing a role. I think having a luck of 2 even severely increases things, increases your chances. There definitely was one roll where I had like 2 of the exact same spells or trinkets, and it was giving me double the amount of hearts, and even at that, it really wasn't helping that much. In that, I did get up to 3 red hearts and soul hearts combined. Well, like 6 in total, in 2 red hearts and 4 soul hearts. And then it stopped letting me get any more soul hearts. So there is like a maximum here, where in the Binding of Isaac, I think you can go higher than 6, certainly. There's not a point here where we're taking full heart damage at any point. I'm fighting the boss that has one face that can only be damaged by spells, and one face that can only be damaged by puzzle matches. This fly spell in the middle moves a tile down 1 column, or moves the entire column, just wraps it around down in a downward fashion. For 1 bone, it's actually fairly useful, because there's usually something on the floor or on the tile board that would win for you. Is there anything else I need to say? No, just a lot of determination required, a lot of repetition, a lot of just losing just because. I haven't really learned anything new in the tactics or anything like that, just perhaps slightly better learning what items to use. The pill that increases your damage based on the yellow urine mana has been helpful, certainly, to increase my attack and do a lot of damage. So then we did the spell, and that defeats it. That'll give me 25 coins.
And with him's final bit of punch, Bumbo smashed big bad guy into bits. Finally, Bumbo half coin. But Bumbo noticed a thing. Weird box in back of room. What in there, Bumbo think?
You can see there's a maze behind him.
3 warts filled with fudge? A dancing can?
I wonder if each of those items is mentioned
Bumbo, bash open
increases
fairy box.
unlocks too.
Another Bumbo? What happening?
So we've unlocked Bumbo the Weird. Which I also assume this means we've unlocked chapter 4. I feel like James Interactive may be the new name of the company of the guy who worked with Edmund McMillen to program the first Binding of Isaac. I really should just look that up. Let's see, that it would be easy enough to do. James Interactive Wiki. James Interactive, aka James Id, is the game developer and co-developer of Legend of Bumbo and the 2015 whodunit hyper-realistic police sim Fingered. Okay. Let's see. Edmund McMillen is a video game designer and artist known for his flash game visual style, side-scroller Super Meat Boy, The Binding of Isaac, and the remake The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and a game called The End Is Nigh, which I haven't played. It's a frustration platformer. Let's see. According to this Wikipedia, a Florian Himsel made The Binding of Isaac as a designer. An Austrian game developer. And yeah, I just don't think Florian Himsel, I guess, really helped with the remake of Binding of Isaac. And Nicholas, I guess, is really the programmers now. For more than anything. I guess James Id is also the programmer here. Although, it would really certainly suck to be the programmer for The Binding of Isaac or this game. Just because you're going to get so forgotten based on just the visuals and the arts and the personality and the hero worship around Edmund McMillen. I also think it's worth mentioning that in the process of working towards that victory, got 2 achievements that I would have sworn I would have already gotten. First of all, getting 7+ tile combos and getting 7+ teeth combos. Those are things I would have already have done many times over. So what I'm assuming they mean by 7+ is not what I interpret 7+ from. When I see a 7+, I think 7 or more. If it seems like what they're saying is 8 or more is the move. Okay, so Bumbo the Weird says when they kill the game movement, he has a luck of 0. He has a attack that's depicted as a fist of 1 in this screen, but it's depicted as a sword in other screens, which is fairly inconsistent. Because you also have the puzzle piece action mentioned. Speed of 2. So it feels like Bumbo the Weird requires that. Now, I don't have to inherently play as Bumbo the Weird. I could play as any of the Bumbos. Now, would I ever come back and actively choose to play as Bumbo the Stout? No, I don't think so. And I assume you get to chapter 4 now with any of the characters. So yeah. The Sewers of Dross is actually a low level in Binding of Isaac, and the level chapter after that is higher than it is. So we can remove tiles and throw them for a high cost of mana, but mana doesn't reset anymore, or you can add more of a selected tile. So inherently you would want to make a yellow match as much as you could, which I guess you do something like this. And then you've immediately got an attack, so you don't want to take damage. You'd want to defend, and can you defend? Probably not. Well, wait a minute, attacks give you more moves, don't they? So yeah, there might very well be a strategy around this. Okay. So add more hearts to start with. Bones here, bones here. Smack this guy. It does a mana drain. Smack this guy. Smack this guy. The move here, certainly though, is going to be still to try and get like major combos. Fours and fives. There is kind of an inconsistency, I would say, as far as just how easy it really is to get a 4 and a 5 to try to get a 7 of hearts or 7 more hearts at the moment. Well, I guess multi-attack combos where you get a match or 2 matches at the same time, or a match and another match, I guess they also play. Let's do. This here, remove tiles and throw them. Oh, that's just gonna kill it. So I totally messed up there. So potentially you would just want to cheat now and restart. You would kind of think that there would just be a restart button that's quick. There's a R key button. I guess we could ask that question. Hold down R on the keyboard. It straight up does reset. Maybe don't even have to hold it down. I guess it's worth mentioning that a significant number of Binding of Isaac players do play it with a game mouse and keyboard, or keyboard alone controls, that it does have that kind of tight aesthetic to justify playing that way. Hmm. Making a mess of this and just letting him attack me for no reason. See, I would say that is a 7+ action, but apparently it's not. So, to get an 8, you would have to have like a 4 going up and down, and have like a spell to turn it into a tooth or turn it into a wild to match, or something else weird would have had to have happened. You would have had to have gotten lucky or something. Even that first that like first run is, yeah, it's just tap R again. Nope, tapping doesn't do it, holding it does. You do have to hold R. Alright, now as a YouTuber I'm not going to be ridiculous and do this the whole time. That would be stupid and boring, but it definitely does make some sense. To try to start off on the right foot. Let's see. Attack. Attack. Remove all the greens. Oh man, I'm not really situated well there. Adding more yellows to give more movements. It's probably not the right move. That gave more poops, not more wilds. Well, that didn't work. And I just don't have anything that I can do in one move. We can do this. We can do this. Put a poop there. Attack with that. Yeah. I'm not gonna get exactly what I want, which would be to have 7 hearts, but at least I'll get through the room without taking any damage and start with 3 coins. And I've found that finger to be fairly useful. I got the Steam sale at one point and I found that to be somewhat useful too, as far as just an item that would like reduce the cost of things. So do we want this match or this match? That's probably better. Add more of a selected tile. Guess you want bones? Get another move for killing. Move teeth here. If we can just kill enemies quickly. So here's the question. If I take all these greens, and that gives me a 5 damage, and I throw this, do I get green mana at that point? No. I don't. So yeah, it's not the best setup ever. Let's see if I could get 4 green mana right now and turn that into a wild, then I would have a 7+ bones. I'd also win the turn at that point. But I can't do any of that, so better just do this. Kill that guy. Add more hearts. Still would have to do something fairly amazing. Because I would need more moves. Let's see. So take like all the poops. And let's just win and go forward. I'd actually like to see Chapter 4 in the next hour of gameplay than goof around trying to get health. I have found that the health is not as useful as you might think. It could be useful if you could maintain it, but more often than not you spend 2 turns to get health, and then you're simply back at that same point the next turn. Now if I could reduce the cost of adding more of a selected tile, there might be an argument there as far as that being a really useful item. The music's all the same. That guy just exploded, by the way, and hurt me. And I don't know a way to defeat that other than to always have a poop in front. Which that may very well be what has to happen, is that you have to either do a booger or poop on these characters first, then attack them. Okay. Now is really not the time to take the poops. So let's take the green or the teeth. The booger did seem to protect me in that case. Okay. Put this down here. Put this down here. Turn this into a wild. This here. This here. And that sets you up nicely, except for now we have to find out somehow get a green. And or you could do that, I guess. Darn it. Full health. There. Take a poop. Take it for protection. It's not logical to waste more time going for another full health. But I took another hit of damage there too. And that's reflected as far as 2 coins. Reroll the puzzle board or gain 1 luck for a specific room. Well, since our mana's not resetting, there is definitely an argument for increasing your luck, particularly on a character that has no luck anyways. Okay. Move here is to get more moves this way because you're not going to have any other options. So then we want more teeth. Like, move this here. Take some protection. I didn't even realize I was going to match something. I was just lining up the teeth. So I could do that. Okay. Here. Here. Oh, I just don't have time for protection. And you do this and he'll resist, so you won't get an extra move this turn. Luck may also be a factor exclusively around just the items that are coming up next. But if that was the case, I don't know if that means anything either, because you already know what's coming up next. The game can't really cheat you on that aspect. Make that match. Like all it really could do is if it was adjusting luck in any way, is it could be adjusting the next piece and so forward. Do we have anything that's a match in one turn? No. That'll get us a double combo though. It might really be a bit of a struggle to just see which one has the most amount of anything. I see 7, 8 poops with fewer greens, fewer 2, 4, 6, 7. I think poops have it. So do 4 damage there. Do this. Then I have to do just like 1 attack before I can even possibly do anything else. We have 1 movement. Can we make a match that would do any damage in 1 turn? I don't think we can. Our best bet might literally be to just increase our attack. See, this won't hit this guy, I don't think. So 5 damage doing nothing there. More luck in this room. 1 more move. We just don't have a match. Absolutely nothing here would line up. I don't think. Okay, well, take this for an extra move. Add more, I guess, hearts if we're looking to do anything. Take this attack. Do 1 damage. And if I could just have gotten the poop here, I could have defended a little bit. Do we have a 1 move turn win? No, so mostly I'm just trying to see if there would have been an achievement for having a bunch of luck, but nope. It's a little surprising, although not that surprising, that there isn't. This isn't easier. Like it is totally believable that they might have tried. Can we do anything here? Because you've got like 3 attacks here and 1 move. Nope. Hold the R button, reset. Also, I'm not sure every time you play, the very next room is an item room. Seems like a lot of times that is the case, but I'm not 100% sure that's all the time. Okay. So it seems to me your best bet is probably to do some defense and just hope you get lucky. What? Reset. This is not how I played the game, by the way, in playing Bumbo the Stout. arguably it should have been the way I played the game, but it's not. The odds of you getting the characters to not attack you even once like this is pretty low. Okay. Make that match. Put one here. These are kind of the perfect enemies to play as, too, because it takes only one hit. That was the wrong one to attack. Now need a teeth or a green. Alright, so probably safe to take out the poops or the greens. At the moment, I think greens have a reason to be taken out. Now with the moves left, we could take 2 moves to get 1 move back and get yellow mana. I think that's a decent idea. We can make an attack here. Take out that character. More hearts. More hearts. Do this. Do this. Move this here. Do this. This will be interesting in that it will give us both a soul heart, but also a combo, which then will let us kill. That being said, I don't think we're in a good enough position to do anything more, so throw that. The gas will attack the poop. The fact that you have to actually accommodate for all of that is a little weird. It almost feels like what you really would want here is a tile set of 4 items or maybe even 3 items instead. Get rid of the teeth and the bone and only have the bone, or only have the teeth. It doesn't really matter which one. Or maybe get rid of the poop or the snot and only have one of those. By having such variety, it creates a weird situation where you're just not able to get enough mana to activate spells. Alright, we've got 2 moves. We can make a teeth. We can get 1 more move from that. So we should. I want to expose the characters in the back. We'll take the greens and attack one of these. Do this. Interesting, I could have a full poop here. Or I could do a full energy. Again, so would actually benefit me more to do this. And just in the turn, because we don't have mana drain really happening. There we go. Do that. Put one poop down. That was the wrong place to really put a poop. Can we get a match in one turn? No. Let's just get rid of all the poops then. It's not that. It gets me another move just to kill that character. So we've got 3 moves. Two more moves to get 1 more move. Give me more hearts. Give me more hearts. Do we have enough hearts? Let's see. Do this. Do this. Can I do any defense, or am I just taking 1 hit of defense to get a full health and a soul heart? Because I could just do this. Yeah, let's do it. Do this. 1 damage there. Doesn't kill him. Okay, wait. If we do this, take this out, everything should be fine still for a 7 for a full heart. And we're not going to do that again, so we'll move forward from that. This highlights how there definitely are scenarios here where if you get really lucky, you totally would get the maximum amount of soul hearts. But that 4th chapter is going to play havoc on whether the extra soul hearts are helpful or not. Because I imagine in chapter 4 you might take full heart damage every hit. If not, you're just going to run into enough enemies that have enough gimmicks going on that an extra bit of health isn't going to be enough. Okay. Erase the green since we don't have a spell that uses green. Get a bone. Attack this guy. Let's get another bone. Attack this guy. Take all the greens. or take all the bones. Or take all the poops. Let's just take all the poops. Basically what this is setting you up for is victory in the first turn every time, if you so wish it. Right. I could win right now, but I'm just going to end the turn. Then I'm going to do this. This character class by far would make more sense as somebody that had multiple recharge abilities. So we move this way. Do this. Oops. We can go ahead and hit for 1 damage there, that's fine. Okay. Move this down. And in the turn, as long as he doesn't attack me before I can move this next time, we can do that again and get another soul heart. And yeah, at that point it is just totally not worth it to stick around and go for another round for another soul heart. Plus I can only get 1 more soul heart anyways. Extra reward at the end of combat, or extra damage per turn. I think getting Addy is probably more valuable, because you can just stack that over and over and over again, and when you take on these bosses, they've got a lot of health. That is pretty undeniable. And in this case in particular, you're not going to be able to kill things, not unless he spawns some flies, which that would take a while. So we want to do this, and then you just kind of want to save your green mana. Since it doesn't reset after the end of the turn, you're in a perfectly safe place to save that mana and use it when most useful. This will get us a double combo. So we can do that. We can do that. Now we've got 2 moves. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. Double our damage. Increase more poops. Increase more poops. Over increased. Too many poops. I'm just trying to have a massive amount of poops here to do 8 damage in 1 hit. Which seemingly that did only 1 damage. What went wrong there? Alright, well, I'm gonna make this to get one extra move. And then I'm gonna say make more bones. And then we can just do that. And this attack continues doing attack even if you've already killed him. Okay. Gain yellow mana, gain brown mana. Yellow mana is better. And so you're kind of in a great position here where you could potentially win 20 coins for 15 coins. There might also be an argument to spell cost less for 8 coins. Can we do both? Not really. Maybe you can win 20 coins here because you can't increase your luck. And so you're just inherently an unlucky character. Reroll spell, I don't want to do that. Reroll spell costs, I don't want to do that. So we just go for trinkets. And yeah, I don't think there's any real strategy around this. I have a personal preference in which I don't want to go towards the exact center as often, but that's about it. Okay. Some enemies can move more than once. Be prepared. Well, how are you supposed to be prepared against that? Alright, so more yellows to start with. Move that one first, I guess. I'll take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. One. These guys can only be attacked by matches on the ground. They can't be attacked by spells. I guess I could have, in my move, yeah, I guess I could have targeted more damage and probably have won this turn. But I didn't, so whatever. I will do 1 damage increase, which brings me up to like 3 anyways. I will destroy. Do we have anything that would be guaranteed a victory? But based on the next item coming down in that column. This doesn't do anything. Now, if I use 4 urns to make 2 urns, is that worth it? No. Do that. Get a move. Make more bones. Do more damage. Make more bones. There we go. 2 there. 2 there. And just move forward. Number 1, movement gaining attack. Or unprime a random enemy. Neither one of those items are particularly good. Okay. Can we attack on this move? No. Stick one here. We'll delete. Probably should be deleting boogers or poops. And I just don't think I have anything here. Yeah, probably would have been best to have just made that move. There goes one soul, half of a soul heart. And this really could just boil down this way, where we were doing so well, and then all of a sudden we lose momentum. Okay. Let's remove. I want the brown poops. Let's remove all these. Attack this. Can we get a match in one move? No. That didn't help either. Wait, we can get a match in one move. Can we get another match in one move? There goes another half of a soul heart. Do that. Do that. All the browns. You can unprime a random enemy. Interesting. Get in and move that way. Can we make a match in one turn? More hearts. More hearts. This and this and this and this. Now we're taking 2 hits. So is it worth it to try to get a soul heart when it takes 4 moves and then you just lose half of it anyways? Yeah. Okay, add some bones. Do a teeth. Attack this guy. Match here. Add more bones. 1, 2. Add more bones. Go ahead and just hit this guy. Give me all the teeth. Throw at this guy. Give me all the green. And throw at this guy. And then give me like all the brown. And throw at this guy. Yeah, it just wasn't safe enough to try to take that any further. Okay. This. Add me more of that. Yeah, just get a double combo. Let's see, hit this with snot. Hit this. Knock it down. Should I increase my attack this turn? With only one move left? Probably not. But let's see what happens. Well, 3 damage on this. It's probably your best bet. Then we'll just take all the browns. 7 damage on the one in the back. Probably just wait, since our attack is already high anyways, and you're probably not going to get an achievement for trying to bump your attack. Let's just do it. You know what? There you go. Attack is at 5. That seems to be the maximum. Just so we know for certain that that doesn't do anything. Oh man. That was really dumb. I meant for this to end here. Do I have any other options? No. I was going to get all fancy and then shift it over to the left and then bring this down and this down next to that and then do a full attack, and just can't do any of that. Unprime that one. Go ahead and unprime the other one. Buy ourselves some time. Can we get this teeth matched quickly? Give me more teeth. No, sadly not. Alright, so take that. Do 5 damage on that guy. Take, I think all the poop would be the best move here. And do it on that. If I can get a direct attack, on this next move, I'll hit the other guy, and then all 4 of them will die, because that's what we're trying to do. But I don't think I can do that. I can do this. What's the next step? Can't be bones, so you're probably best off just matching teeth. One extra move for killing that. That. So you get a bones match, you hit this guy, then I'll just take all the greens and I hit this guy, and that should clear the field. Noticeably, again, I can't goof around though and try and get more hearts. I will take Buzz down. And now we'll take on Dusk. It seems like there's about 3 enemies per floor. And so it is very possible that at the end of this series I will have not shown you some of the enemies that I did see while playing off screen. Apologies if that turns out to be the case. For the most part, they all seem to have a bit of a trick to them, but not a big enough trick for it to be worthwhile mentioned. Like this guy, I think in particular, does not enjoy being damaged with high things and will curse you. Or he doesn't like multiple attacks and he'll curse you for that. One or the other. Okay, we have 5 move downs to start with. So, what I want to do to start with is move this down. Then move down a poop, and so you can just rearrange the board with these move downs very nicely. Now that we have the poops in line, we could delete the greens. We have like one more move we can do. Although mostly I think I want to play it particularly conservative here and just like build up the poops as much as possible to a very extreme amount. See, he moves forward, he does this attack, and then you kind of knock him back later. Okay. Move this down. Move this down. Use this to put that there. Move that down. There, you got 7. Whole bunch of extra moves. Whole bunch of extra everything. Guess I am not actually knocking them back this time. Would any move down lead towards a match now? Slowly. Sure. I only have 1 move down. So I'm just gonna add more bones and add more bones. Could we get a super combo on bones here? Not with just 1 move down. And we have a whole bunch of bones mana and we're not doing anything with it, which really makes an argument to replace one of our items as soon as we get an opportunity to do that. Really can't do anything with the green. So, yeah. Move that down. Then do that. See, the multiple hits seem to be the thing that doom you and curse you. Potentially unpriming an enemy is not really even that useful, but we want to do a match in 1 move. Would it be a green move that we should make? See, he's primed here, so if we unprime, that probably helps us. All I would have to do is spin this around to get a match. Is there a way to get another match? Let's just move all of those downward. So 1, 2. That's enough. So yeah, still not really sure whether it's the amount of damage or the number of times you take damage that matter. But it is obviously one of those two things. Guess we'll see. Move twice in a row. How are you supposed to defend against that other than just know it's going to happen and have multiple poops ready to go? This, you really can't even dodge, I think, if you wanted to. Alright, well. We only need to do 2 damage, so what I'm gonna do is just take all the browns, attack, and win. And we'll see if the mana is all at 0. Dinner would give us full health 1 time, which that's different than what this does in Binding of Isaac versus more gray tiles. I think we'd take more gray tiles since we only have 1 red health anyways. Spells cost less. We can press X at this point and look at our spells. Could also re-roll a spell. Again, no opportunity here for extra luck. And an opportunity for 20 coins, so take that. Increase your puzzle damage. And then I guess be happy with what you've got. Spells hurt more. That's kind of a guarantee, so we should probably take that. That's the last of our coins. It does become very questionable, though, how you would ever get to the end of the game with 45 coins unless there's something that totally changes either in the basement or Chapter 4, assuming Chapter 4 is not the basement. We need tile damage. We'll do 2 damage now instead of 1 because we've upgraded that. And this is going to be unlikely to get us where we want to go. But who knows? Well, you know what you do, if we do this, and then we deleted all the bones, that does something nice for us. More damage this turn. More damage this turn. That's probably as much as I need to do. That. Just get rid of this guy so we're done with him. Can we move things down? Do we have enough moves? I don't think we have enough moves for anything super fancy, but probably do have enough moves to do this and do that. And they'll do 4 damage. Move this down. Move this down. Move that. Move that. And get some more moves. Double combo. No enemies are even primed at the moment, so we're actually in a pretty good position. Should we do another poop? I guess the question really will come down to when should I use the spell to move a thing downward versus use a move. It's probably anytime I want to move something horizontally, I have to use a movement, so I should use a spell anytime I want to move anything vertically. That would make the most sense. Or if I wanted to avoid, say, a wild being used. Like in this case. Destroy all teeth. Destroy all green. Move this down. Just going crazy. More moves. Okay. Should I make teeth matches? Or should I... not bother. Look. Move this down. Move this down. There's a massive amount of teeth. You just hope for hearts then. Like, we basically have nothing else to destroy other than hearts and teeth. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense to go for it. Okay. Just do that. 8 damage. Have to do so much work here. Do I want to move anything else downward? No. Just in the turn. Doesn't even look like anything's going to attack me, so. Full heart there. And I think the move now is to hope we can actually kill something in this next turn, because we kind of had a massive amount of health or damage that one turn and we underutilized it. Yeah, trying to get a soul heart, which is nice to get a soul heart, but I don't think that is necessary. Alright. Three damage is probably all I need. because then, yeah, that does 3. So take that out, that gives me an extra move. We can go here or here. So that gives me an extra move. Here. Let's just go and take that guy out. Let's go ahead and remove all the greens. Take out this guy. Get an extra move. Is there a poop we can do at the moment? No. Not with one move. Okay. So we want the massive poop attack. Really. So we do this and do this, then do this, and then this. And in the turn, then we spin all the way around like this, and then do this. Okay. Move here is to try and get rid of, I guess, teeth. Then duplicate hearts. And then possibly move hearts into the right position. And I don't think there's any other moves here to do. So we end the turn. We have like 3 attacks before this guy would really even be a problem. Okay. So. Guess what you have to do here is this, and then this, then this. There we go. See, that won't get you close enough. Anyways, we could waste to unprime a random enemy, and that just reprimed him. There we go, get another soul heart. Would it be worth it to go through that whole cycle again? I don't think so. Although we are going to kind of have to struggle. Do that. There we go. This episode is going long because after a couple of failed runs, we'll start. You and enemies hurt more with blind rage. I don't think either one of these are particularly good, but 4 teeth is probably better than Mom's foot, which is just way too expensive. And all you can do is replace that one. We could have, I guess, said cancel on that. That probably would have been a smart move too. Okay. First move, I guess, is to do this. Move back. Can we make any match on this turn? Just gonna dangerously add more bones. I'm really not trying for anything here, and it's probably a mistake. Alright. Do we want to take the teeth or the poops? Let's take the teeth. That's 6 damage. And that would have been the only person we could have attacked anyways, because all of these flying things are immune to that. Okay. Now what? Guess your best bet is to do this. Guess add more teeth. You probably want to kill this one with the red crown, because that's probably dangerous. Also put up some poop there. Meanwhile, destroy the greens. We have one move left. Can we make a match of anything? No, I don't think we can. So do that. Do that. And then do that. So that does 2 there, 2 there, 2 here. Got a poop here we can make for protection. Poops or teeth? Get rid of teeth. Do this in the turn. And the guy on the left decided not to attack, which is fairly generous of the game, considering how I wouldn't have had a chance to have defended otherwise. Boy, did I get lucky there. And I have to assume the game intentionally did that. Let's erase the greens, because can't do anything with the greens anyways. See if we can get more hurt. Yes. Can we get a teeth move? Get rid of that guy first. See, these guys can only be damaged by puzzle attacks, so that actually makes for a much worse experience. Alright. Down. Oops. That's not what I was expecting. Okay. Go ahead and grab another move. See, we're just like at almost complete maximum health here. We need teeth now more than anything. So, because we can't do anything otherwise. So, yeah. Get rid of that. Bone attack's not going to do anything. Get rid of that. Make more teeth. Make more teeth. Go down here. Get the teeth. You would think that there would be something here that would help, but there just absolutely isn't. And that's why you cannot have a crazy unbalanced build, because any crazy unbalanced build leads to the same problem. You will run into at least one room like this. And yeah, I don't think there's a lot of hope for getting yet another hordes. I guess there's a question about throwing things at the doors and potentially opening up the doors that way. I don't think that would actually work, though. There we go. And pretty much anything I pick is fine. Problem now is that we'll be right about at the 2-hour mark in this episode by the time we get to chapter 4, and it's probably not a smart move to like pause then and take a break and like come back in the next episode. That would be bad content creation at the very least. That and do that. We'll just go for poop protection first. These red bubbles are just blockers, I've realized. Okay. So when I do this and kill that, I get what I'm looking for. This and this. Darn it. How many more moves can I go down? If we do this, darn it. One more move. Will I get a confirmed attack if I do this? Yes. It gives me one move back. Do I have a confirmed attack now? So there goes something big. Let's do this. Yeah. That did not work anywhere as well as I would have liked, because it took all the protections off first. Alright, well. Extra move there. I guess pick the poops. Kill that. Extra move there. Extra move there. Extra move here. Three. And then I guess the question really would just come down to, if I made more hearts, would I make enough hearts? Not really. Let's move forward. Okay. Potato Smasher uses teeth to smash a tile, silver chip, extra ward at the end of combat. Let's take that. Let's replace that. And now we're fighting Pyre. Put out his colored flames to touch him. More coins on room clear, which in a boss room, if that's like double, that would be a massive amount of extra coins. Okay. So you needed to make a bone match to attack him. That being said, that didn't work. So I'm confused. I guess defense is probably smarter than offense. So is this fire out because I did a bone match, or is he fire out just because? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can hurt him now because I destroyed the flames in the last match, in the last turn, or if something else happened there. If we could get more green. I usually am not looking to increase greens, but in this case, I think I would make an exception. And yeah, it's probably insane to try and get an extra soul heart. So I'm just stockpiling as much as possible. Hitting that with the green didn't help. So it is, you need a match of both of the flames first. So noticeably, this drastically changes what you're doing. And I need teeth. So if I was going to destroy anything, it would be bones. Or I could make more of something. Yeah, let's just end the turn and see what happens. So it seems like two things are going to attack me this turn. Darn it. Okay. guys just straight up resist things. Okay. So if I attack this guy this turn, would I hurt him or not? I think he should be vulnerable now. So if I was to increase my damage by, let's just go with 2. And then move this one down. Move this one down. Move this one down. Let's just hope. Let's hope that this is just like a one-turn kill. It didn't do a one-turn kill, but it did do damage. Good enough. Good enough. So just add more greens. Do this. Get a move. Increase our damage. Increase our damage. And then just take all, I guess, the yellows and throw. And then, and so we're at 8 coins now. We went to 23, so it doesn't feel like we got much of an extra attack there. That feels like that was chapter 3 that we beat there.
What down there, Bumbo, think? More bigger coin? More better trash? Even more bigger coin? It mystery. With no thinking, Bumbo throw open tiny door and throw Bumbo down into the unknown depths below.
It's funny, he's going downward, but it's just like upside down from the... It's upside down from the way the Binding of Isaac works. So the basement's unlocked. Are we going to now play the basement? Apparently not. In the Binding of Isaac, your save file screen, at the very least, of which there isn't a save file screen in this, and I'm not really a reason that there isn't one. Pretty much every game is probably better off if there were profiles. It would be nice if there was just a advanced programmable interface for different save files for different users, built into Steam, built into console gaming anyways. There's a little bit of that, but then there's a lot of overlap between games having different save files and consoles having profiles. So in the left corner now we see a basement in the background. So I guess that is the first indication of a major unlock, and in its position it does seem like you are going to probably unlock 3 other things around it. Very possibly you're going to unlock 4 things on the left and 6 things on the right, and that'll be 10 achievements. I guess there are, yeah, about 36 more achievements left in this game. Beat chapter 1 through 3 without taking damage would be particularly difficult. Beat the game twice with all characters. Well, this does put us in a different position, because it didn't seem like Bumbo the Weird needed to be played as and Bumbo the Weird definitely was easier than Bumbo the Stout. So, beat the game twice with all characters would be the question. I think I've beaten the game twice with Bumbo the Brave, depending on what they mean by beating the game twice. I've beaten the game once, obviously, with Bumbo the Nimble, and I've beaten the game once with Bumbo the Stout, and I've beaten the game once with Bumbo the Weird. So, for variety's sake alone, it makes a lot of sense to play as Bumbo the Nimble in the next episode, and we'll just see if that now allows us to get to the basement. Maybe you had to beat chapters 1 through 3 with all of the characters up until this point before you unlock the basement, or maybe you just had to beat the game a certain number of times and there would have been an alternate path you could have taken. Although it doesn't really seem like this game has any alternate paths, really. So we made some progress. It was the right move, certainly, to play off screen while we were struggling with Bumbo the Stout, but I will have to play on screen at least once again with Bumbo the Stout and see if anything changes there. It doesn't seem to me like so far any items are getting upgraded or anything like that. We may be getting a increased item pool, but there's totally no menu here. In fact, there's not even really a help section, which even the Binding of Isaac could probably do with a very thorough tutorial. Anyways, it's been 2 hours, so that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.